Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jim Simmons with Smokin Simmons Barbecue. Been a little while since I had a video. A lot has happened. I had a huge event where I cooked about 20 pork butts for my daughter's marching band. That was a learning experience, but I had so much fun doing it. I was very thankful. My wife helped me out. My son helped me out a ton. He stayed with me the whole time. So shout out to my cameraman, Ethan. Um, and it's been a little while, so I've been a little crazy busy. I figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a video that I'm excited about. It's combining my two favorite things, ribs and rum. So I'm like, what's a good type of a glaze that I could put on some ribs? And I said, what about like a cherry rum glaze, something sweet to balance out the savoriness of my brisket rub that I normally put on my ribs. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So come on in, I'll show you how to get started. All right, as you can see, a couple of things have changed. I've actually started to sell my brisket rubs, so if you are interested, hit me up in the comments, or you can shoot me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook, and I'm selling these here. We can get those out to you. Also, I am now a brand ambassador for W Sauce. Very proud. I really appreciate the fact that they've identified me as someone who could share this information. I put this stuff on everything. I'm going to be using it as a binder for my ribs. I use it as a binder for my pork butt and my brisket. It's just fantastic. It's just a way to step up your Worcestershire sauce, or some people like to call it wash your sister sauce, whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to use this as a binder today. And then my brisket rub, I just put in a mass quantity here. And of course, the shaker now looks like it has udders, but this is the best way to keep this clean and not have to worry about rewashing your canisters. So let's go ahead and get started. Flip these over. These are, they started out as spare ribs. I've trimmed them down to St. Louis cut. And I also removed the membrane as well. So normally I don't, I score it, but I'm like, you know what? It looked kind of easy to remove. So I said, why not? And I've got plenty of this W sauce here. I don't have to add any more. And again, this is just to add some extra flavor and help the rub stick. Oh, the smell of the herbs that are coming off of this, out of the sauce. Oh man. All right, that looks good enough for me. Let's go ahead and flip them over. Hit them with the rub. And my brisket rub's got a lot of black pepper in it, so it's gonna really help build bark. Salt, a little bit of Lowry's, a couple other odds and ends, but I'm telling you, it's stuff. This is a hit right here. Push it in. Remember, never rub a rub. You always push it in, flip it over, rinse and repeat. Okay, just like that. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to let these ribs sit here, soak in all of the rub for about maybe 30 minutes. That gives me enough time to get the smoker up to temperature. I want to be smoking these at around 275. I'm also going to let them sit in the smoke for 4 hours. Then I'm going to come back and wrap them. And leave them wrapped and cook them an additional 1 hour. While they are cooking during those 4 hours, I will show you how to make the the cherry rum glaze barbecue sauce as well. So stay tuned. Be right back. Okay, just put them on. The grill is now up to temperature, right at 250. Threw on the ribs, and now it's time for a nice 4 hour long nap. And next time you see me, we'll be making the barbecue glaze. Stay tuned. Okay, let's go ahead and make that cherry rum barbecue sauce or glaze, depending on how you choose. So the first thing we're going to need is an entire can of cherry preserves. It's usually 1 cup. This gives you, was it 13 ounces, so it's almost 1 cup, but use the entire jar, you're good. Go ahead and measure it out. Throw that in there. Next, half a cup of your favorite dark rum. I use a rum called Jonah's Curse. It's my ultimate favorite. Right, then we've got an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Just like that. A tablespoon of jarlic. Some people call it jarlic. It's just minced garlic. I didn't have the time to mince it all up. And a tablespoon of honey. Just like that. Next, a teaspoon of fine ground black pepper, a teaspoon of kosher salt, and a teaspoon of granulated onion. Again, all of these ingredients will be in the comments for you as well. Okay, now since we just did the onion, now we're going to do 1 teaspoon of spicy brown mustard. Slinging mustard everywhere. Teaspoon of lemon juice. And the last ingredient, this is optional, I do 1 dash of cayenne. That's it. And believe me, you will taste that. Now, all you have to do is whisk all the ingredients together. And I'm going to put this on a pan on probably low to medium. And we are going to simmer it for 30 minutes. What that's going to do is basically make all the ingredients come together and get happy, but also it's going to burn off some of that alcohol, actually all of the alcohol. And it will also reduce, get a little thicker as well. So next time you'll see me is going to be right after that 30 minutes is up. Stay tuned. Oh yeah. Let's see, they're coming along very nicely. All right, see you in another 2 hours. Just took the ribs off. It's been 4 hours now, and I am ready to wrap. And you guys really need to take a look at these. Just pull them in. Look at these. They look amazing. Now, the trick is, before you put them down, you gotta hit them with some fat. And by that, I mean butter. Half a stick, I'll do it for each rack. Should be fine. This one's a little longer. So there we have it. Take this rack upside down. Perfect. Now what I'm also going to do is spray it down with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Just to add a little bit of a tang to it. Just like that. Make sure you hit all the crunchy little sides because these will soften up big time after the wrap. Now, I'm going to be double wrapping these just to prevent any leaks. You want to wrap them nice and tight. Not too tight where the bones will poke through. One. We've got a nice little rib package. Ready for the next rack. Throw some softened butter down right now. Just like that. Perfect. Grab the second rack. Meat side down. Some nice little crunchy bits here, but we can always clean those off. And give it a quick spray. Definitely clears your sinuses, that's for sure. Woo. Well, and these are going back on the smoker. I'm going to bump it up to maybe 250, 275, a little closer to 275. Finish them off for about another hour, maybe hour and a half, depending on how flexible they are. But in the meantime, that sauce was finished. Take a look at that. That looks incredible. The color on that. I let it cool. That's the glaze you're looking for. And what we're going to do is we're going to baste these ribs right after they get tender. We're going to open them up and set this sauce. But oh man, this is so good. So good. Okay. Next time you see me, I'll be taking them off and setting the glaze. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. I just took this off, or these ribs off, and I gave it about an hour and a half wrapped versus just an hour, and they came out perfect. They are sitting at around, I want to say about 201, 202, which is perfect. Now it's time to apply the glaze. I'm going to brush it on, of course, but it appears that I'm going to have some sauce left over for another pair of ribs later. So obviously not today, but I'm going to have enough. All right, now we're just going to brush it on. Tell you, the smells coming off of this is unreal. This is what you call artwork right here, ladies and gentlemen. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put these back on for about 20 minutes. That'll get the sauce set, and we're gonna eat. Kids are already bugging me. Dad, when are we gonna eat? Look at that. I mean, the pullback alone on these is just, oh, I don't know if y'all can see that from here, but these are definitely done. All right, let's get these back out, and we'll come back in about 15-20 minutes. All right, you guys, the moment of truth. They came out absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and cut right in. Now, normally I'd flip these over and cut it from the underside, but I don't want to ruin the glaze that we set on here and smear it all over the board. So instead, I'm actually going to use the pullback from the bones so you can clearly see where the ribs are, and I'm just going to cut right in the middle and hope for the best. Let's take a look. I don't want to destroy the meat at all. Well, that sounded nice. Let's do this now. All right, let's take a peek, shall we? Look at that. That right there is rib perfection. Just so you can see the rest of it here. Good penetration on the smoke ring. Super moist. And now my favorite part, I get to taste it. Okay, here we go. Can't wait. Holy cow. What a perfect balance of the savoriness and a little bit of the sweetness of the cherry barbecue sauce. A little bit of warmth from the rum that was in there. Just, oh, I mean, this stuff is just falling apart. Unbelievable. You guys, if you're looking for something that's just a little out of the ordinary, something to jazz up your ribs, oh, I'm gonna highly recommend these. I mean, look at this thing, it's just falling apart. Well, I can't wait to dive into the rest of these. Really hope you guys give this a shot. If you are interested in purchasing my rub, hit me up in the comments, shoot me a DM, and figure out how to get you a bottle. And anyway, if y'all like what you're watching, smash that like button, hit subscribe, helps me out a little bit. Until next time, see you guys later.